All right, on to our top story. Some heated moments during the Delphi murders trial today.
That's right. Most of it had to do with evidence in the case that surrounds the deaths of the two teens, Abby Williams and Libby German. Tonight, our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel joins us after he witnessed all of this unfolding today in the courthouse in Carroll County.
He's live tonight from Delphi. Bob, fill us in on what you witnessed.
Felicia and Ann, first let me tell you that just in the last hour, the state has rested its case. But before they did, the jury got to hear the most powerful evidence yet against Richard Allen. Hearing someone say he killed two girls in his own voice, as you can imagine, that would be a very powerful thing to hear, and that's exactly what the jury heard here on day 12 of evidence presented to the jury in the Delphi murders case. The state called Brian Harshman to testify. He's a state police officer who has monitored all 700 plus Richard Allen jailhouse phone calls over the past 2 years. He and the prosecutor chose 7 of those calls to play for the jury. In one of them, Allen called his wife and said, "I did it. I killed Abby and Libby." His wife, Kathy, said, "No, you didn't." Richard said, "I did." She said, "No, you didn't." Richard, "Yes, I did." Later, she says again, "No, you didn't." "Why would you say that?" Richard said, "What if I did? I think I did." Kathy tells her husband, "They're screwing with you. They're messing with your mind." Richard said, "I think I did." Kathy, "No, you didn't. Why would you say that?" Richard, again, "Because I think I did." That was in April of 2023. Then 5 weeks later, the jury got to hear another call that Richard made to his wife, Kathy. In that he said, "Honey?" She said, "Yes." Richard said, "I may have to spend the rest of my life here." Kathy started crying at that point. Richard said, "I don't understand. I just got to know everybody is still going to love me." He later said during the call, "It's true, honey." Kathy said, "No, it's not." He said, "It's true, honey." "No." Richard said, "I just hope you can still love me. If I get the electric chair." She said, "No," and started crying again. Richard said, "Will you be there for me?" Kathy began crying louder, and Richard later says again, "It's okay, honey. I did it. I did it, baby." During the call, he remained calm and matter of fact. Harshman described Richard Allen's demeanor during the calls as calm, subdued, and solemn. And when Prosecutor Nick McLeland asked Harshman if he recognized the voice of the bridge guy on the now famous Down the Hill video that Libby German captured on her cell phone just before the murders, Harshman said he did. He looked right at the defendant and said, "It's the voice of Richard Allen." The defense team did not want the prosecutor to play only the phone calls that the jury heard today. They told the judge that Prosecutor Nick McLeland was cherry-picking specific calls that did not give a full picture to the jury, and they asked the judge to order the prosecutor to play other calls as well. The judge denied that request, but during cross-examination, Brad Rosie snuck in information from those other calls where Richard Allen said he was innocent and was having mental health problems. He snuck those in despite repeated objections. The judge seemed frustrated at that point. She had a sidebar, and after that, type of questioning stopped. The state tried to play a surprise video this afternoon, video that no one was expecting. In fact, many people did not even realize existed. We're going to tell you about that video coming up at 6. Emily Longnecker, she is still in the courtroom right now, and she will also be able to tell us who the first witness is as the defense now shares with the jury its side. Siegel 13 News, and Felicia, back to you.
All right, Bob, thanks so much. Significant developments in the case today.
Lots of key evidence they're combing through. Thank you. And after 13 News at 6, Bob is sticking around for our Delphi debrief.
That's right. Emily Longnecker and our legal expert also join him at 10 o'clock tonight on WTHR+. The three of them will work to move into a more in-depth look at the developments in court today.
You can find WTHR+ on Apple TV, Roku, as well as Fire Stick.